The end of the month means end of the month reset, aka my favorite time of the month because I get to clean, organize, decorate, and just refresh for a new month, which is literally my favorite thing to do. So it's October 30th and we have got a lot to do. This office is absolutely chaos right now. There are boxes everywhere, things everywhere. It's dusty, it's dirty, so we have got a lot of cleaning to do. What better time to do cleaning and organizing than for a reset video? So let's go over the reset to-do list for today. There are a lot of like nitpicky things I need to do that aren't on my to-do list, but I will do them as we go. But I want to tidy the office space and kind of get rid of all these boxes. I want to go through the orders and packages that I've had delivered and see what space I can make for them and where I can put them. I want to decorate the office for Christmas and the holidays. I have so many fun Christmas decor that I used last year for my office, and I have bought a couple of things and I plan on going to Michael's later tonight to buy a couple of more things once I put everything out and see if I need anything extra. That's so fun, I'm so excited. I want to brainstorm content ideas. I need to clean out my desktop files on both my laptop and my main computer and also on my iPad. There's just a lot of clutter and like stupid garbage files on there that I want to just clear out and feel clean and refreshed for the holiday season, because I know I'm not going to get to do this until my end of year reset. So I'm gonna do some of it now in hopes to kind of clear off my desktop and make it feel more clean. Then I want to set new goals for the month. I also want to go over the October financial review and kind of look at what we've spent money on, because I know this month was a heavy spending month for the business. I'm prepping for launch. I'm getting all the last minute things. I have so many things I still have left to buy. I know that this month was a super high spending month and also high on spending because I bought so many holiday decorations, and I mean I could have like drew back a little bit on that, but I let myself have freedom when it comes to decorating my office because it makes me happy. Anyway, so that's kind of the lowdown for today's reset. I want to get started on cleaning and stuff because I actually feel claustrophobic in here and I feel really like yucky because there's just stuff everywhere. But I wanted to reflect on the October goals and the wellness goals and then kind of go over what the next month's goals are going to be before we get into cleaning. In October, I set 4 goals for myself and I wanted to finish designing a new collection of bookmarks and stickers, work on sourcing and researching brand new product, post twice a week on YouTube, and work on creating a smaller, more curated collection. So we actually accomplished all 4 of our October goals, which is literally so amazing. If you've been watching the studio vlogs, you will have seen me work on all of these different tasks and goals, and I feel like we exceptionally excelled this month at getting things done while also prioritizing my mental health and resting and enjoying my hobbies and my free time. So I think I did such a good job at it this month. If only I can remember to carry this on in the future and for the future months. For my wellness goals, I set 3 of them for October: to do Pilates 3 times a week, read every day for at least 20 minutes, and eat cleaner, less inflammatory meals. So I definitely did the Pilates one. I've been doing like 4 or 5 classes a week, which has been really good. Back on my Pilates grind. I did not read every single day for 20 minutes, but I did read a lot more than I did last month. I read more consistently every single day, but I didn't get to read every single day. But that's just something I'm working on. I would ideally like to read every single day for 20 minutes, but we're not perfect. So then I did eat cleaner and less inflammatory meals, but definitely not to where I wanted to be. But I considered that like a checked off wellness goal because I have done it a lot more than I have in the past. And I've been kind of working towards making this more of a lifestyle and a consistent habit rather than like a goal that I set myself for a certain month. So I consider it a win this month. I set 5 goals for November. They're not super huge, but I think that they're definitely attainable. And if I put a little bit of work and a little bit of effort, I can definitely achieve them. So I want to post more talking videos / storytelling videos on Instagram. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, you will have seen that I've been posting some cute little behind the scenes of my holiday collection videos and I'm talking in them, and I have been loving making them and collecting clips for them and just doing the voiceover, and you guys have been loving them, and the engagement and feedback on those videos have been amazing, and I'm glad that you guys are loving that style of video because I want to start creating more of like a connection with you and just my community in general. And I feel like by talking and like actually feel like we're just chatting and I'm kind of like on FaceTime with you, it's the best thing and I'm having so much fun. I want to create more in the moment artwork and doodles. I don't want to do too many like pre-planned drawings. I kind of just want to drop a post one day and that's the post that I post for the day. So I want to just get inspired by the things around me and like the season, especially because it is my favorite season. Holidays, Christmas, winter, just love it. So I want to start creating more artwork that is like really resonating with me in that moment of creating the artwork, if that makes sense. I want to work at a coffee shop for a couple of hours, at least one day a week. This is something that I really think resets and recharges my creativity and also like my motivation to continue to work. I think that by changing my scenery, by getting into an environment where there's other people working and studying and just like in the zone, they're locked in, it just inspires me to also lock in. And this is kind of like drawing from my hangouts with Toba, because we meet up at this coffee shop every so often and we're trying to hang out more, but we are busy gals. So but every time I hang out with her and we go to the coffee shop and we work and we're just both like working on stuff and working on our business, I feel amazing afterwards. So I feel like if I incorporate even just like solo work days by just leaving the house, even if I work at a tiny coffee shop, at Starbucks, it doesn't really matter, but I just kind of want to like get out of my house. This is also another opportunity for me to try out different coffee shops in my area. So that could be also something fun. Maybe that could be a video idea. And then I want to work a maximum of 2 late days a week. I can't say there will be no late days because I just know that there will be, especially during the holidays. It's very busy, but I also want to set some boundaries to myself for this holiday season. I know that I'm going to be busy and I know I have markets to prep for and just this launch and just things in general. So I want to kind of create that boundary before it becomes a problem. So 2 late days of work a week, and that is the limit. Then I want to go live on TikTok at least once a week, and that could be doing literally anything, but I would love to start doing more lives and just connecting with my community over there. I don't post a lot on TikTok or spend a lot of time with it, but I do really love doing the lives. I think I've done like 2 or 3 now and I've been loving them. So if you're interested in joining a live, I don't have a set date or like a time when I'm gonna do them, but you can follow me on Instagram and on TikTok because I will be posting when I'm going live on my Instagram. So those are my goals for November. Now, my wellness goals, I have a few of them. So I want to read at least for 20 minutes every single day because I gotta be on my reading grind. I want to do a cozy night in twice a week, and this kind of relates to like setting boundaries for the holiday season and also just remember to prioritize my mental health, because if I'm mentally not doing well or I am burnt out, I know that I'm not going to be able to make content, perform as well with my business, and this season is going to be a disaster. So I'm trying to kind of set those boundaries before they become a problem, like I've said before. So I do want to do what I'm going to call cozy nights in every single week, at least twice a week. And this can include coloring, reading, like making a cozy drink, curling up on the couch, watching a movie, trying a new craft, crocheting, doing something that's just mindless and cozy and just feels relaxing. And then I also want to take a crack at the bear crochet kit that I bought at Michael's, I think like literally a month ago, but that kind of goes in with like the cozy nights in, but I really want to try that because it's sitting in my closet collecting dust. Anywho, those are my goals for November. I'm really excited to take on November. October has been such a great month for like my mental growth, and it's taken a lot of reflection and a lot of like struggles mentally and like battling myself and my inner voice, but we've come out on the other side of it, and I do feel myself taking the tips that I have forced myself to learn this past month and applying it to feeling better and making sure to take breaks, as well as loving what I do again. I think that I've never felt better, and I don't know if you guys could tell by the way that I just am and the way that I talk, but I honestly genuinely do feel so much better. If you've been watching the vlogs consistently, I think you will have seen that I was really struggling mentally, and I don't like to be super down and be super like negative, but I mean, it is the reality of owning a small business and also the reality of being someone who does struggle with their mental health from time to time. And I just kind of wanted to be raw and honest and vulnerable when it comes to these videos, because that's the whole point of me filming. And anywho, I don't want to get too much into the sappy, but anyway, I just wanted to say that I am feeling a lot better about everything mentally, the business, and I'm super excited to take on the new month and see what more growth comes from it, both personally and with the business. So without further ado, let's get on with cleaning this office because it is disgusting, and then we're gonna get to decorating for Christmas because I'm so excited for that. It's so excited. I am going to continue listening to my audiobook while I clean up and kind of make room for the decorating, but I'm currently listening to Nocticadia by Carrie Lake, and when I tell you guys I'm eating up every second of this book, I didn't think that like dark academia or like that kind of vibe of a book would be for me. I am tapping into genres that I've never tapped into before, and I am loving it. So this is your sign to try something new if you haven't, or read something new if you've been wanting a little bit of a change, because trust me, you'll never regret just trying something. Okay, so I have cleaned most of the office. The only thing that I have yet to do is to run a vacuum, but I kind of want to vacuum once everything is together, because when I take the decorations out, some of the dust and things might fall on the floor. So anyway, that's why I'm not vacuuming yet. But I wiped everything down. I put as many boxes away as I can for now. There's one box right here that's beside me. This box has crinkle paper in it for the launch and for like a bunch of holiday boxes that I'm doing, so I can't really put that anywhere. I think I'm just gonna stick it underneath one of the tables, but for now I'm just gonna push it to the side because I'm gonna open up those things for the studio vlog. But anyway, we're gonna go through my holiday decorations because I have quite a bit from last year, and I did pick up a few extra things from Michael's and HomeSense as I've been shopping around, so they're all in my closet. But let's go through this bin because I know I have candles and such. So I have this pillow that I put on my chair during the holidays because it's just so cute and I love it. Then I went to HomeSense and I saw this really cute pink Christmas blanket and I'm obsessed, so I'm gonna use it on my chair as like hang it on the back of the chair, and then when I'm like working or anything, or like doing cozy work days, packaging nights, I can put the blanket over me. Mainly it's just for the decor, but it's useful too. This is just a candle that I got from downstairs. It's not Christmas related. I just switched out this candle for a Christmas candle. Then I have this Mary sign. It's the same like theme as this. They actually have this sign again this year at Michael's, but I have to get command hooks so that I can hang this in my office somewhere. So I won't be able to really put this up today. I'll go get command hooks tonight, but I'll share like the final view of the office once like this video's done. I'll finish it and then put it into the editing. But now let's open this big bin. This has like a bunch of stuff from my old office, but it also has Christmas stuff. So we have my Christmas tree from IKEA. It's so like small and cute. Then I have this garland of like felt balls. I think I'm gonna hang this on my my shelf, or I may like hang it along my windowsill with some command hooks. Still haven't decided yet, but we'll see as we decorate. Then I have this cute little gnome guy. He's from HomeSense. He was 20 bucks and he's just so cute. I just love him. He's so cute. So I'm gonna put this on, I think, on my shelf there. I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos facing that way, so anywho, I'm not gonna explain everything, otherwise this part's gonna take forever. But I also have one of these scent things from Bath & Body Works. The top of it's kind of gross, but I'm gonna put a Christmas scent in here and stick it in the wall. Then I have a whole bunch of Christmas candles from Bath & Body Works, so I'm not buying any this year. So I have this pink Christmas one. It smells so good. I think this is the one I'm going to use while I work. But I also have this cinnamon spice vanilla. This is very fall. I should use this for fall. Also have this one, cozy cashmere. Oh, that smells so good too. Okay, so those two I think I'm going to have. And then I have this one, snowy berry. So these three I'm gonna have out in the office. Like, not that I have that many spaces to put candles, but I have so many, so we might as well use them all. Oh my god, I have so many of these. I have a reindeer and I also have a little snowman guy. So we're gonna use all these. I don't have too many scents in my house because it's not good for the cats, but I just like to plug them into the wall, honestly, just for the decor, because I don't always have something plugged into them. And then I have this little sign that says "Oh So Merry." I'm thinking to paint this sign so that it matches more with my decor, but it does match like this sign. Like all of these are from like the same collection. And the things I don't use, I'll put somewhere else in my house or I will donate them. And I have my little mini Grinch that I got for Christmas last year or the year before maybe. But anyway, this was in my stocking because if you all don't know, Grinch is my favorite movie and I watch it all throughout the holiday season multiple times and I'm obsessed with it. I also have a Grinch blanket in my holiday bin for like my room. I have Grinch socks, I have Grinch pajamas. I just love the Grinch, okay? All right, so that's all that's in this bin. I'm gonna kind of keep this bin around so that I can start putting stuff, Halloween stuff into it, or fall stuff actually. Let me get the stuff that's in the closet and a few things over there and show you all the rest of the stuff that I have, and then we're gonna get to the fun part, which is decorating the office. I have to cut off the tags off of some of the stuff that I bought because they're new. I'll show you everything I got first. I got way too many things, but it's okay. So I got this tree from HomeSense. I plan on using this for my holiday photo shoot. Some of the stuff is gonna be for the holiday photo shoot as well, so not just used as decor. But I like to buy decor pieces that I will use in my office. That way it's not like a one use only. These bins I'm going to be using for, again, the photo shoot, but I'm also going to have them around the office to house some holiday things. That way I'm repurposing things. I try to buy with intention because I do buy a lot of random stuff sometimes, but I'm trying to get better at that. So in this bin, I have two of these things. I think I've already shown you guys what these are, but these are like little photo props. I also bought these little presents. I think these are gonna be super cute for underneath the tree for some, again, photos and stuff and just as decor. Then I bought a set of lights for around the office and also for my tree. I also got some baubles for my tree as well. I have this little like gingerbread Christmas tree. These two Christmas tree candles that are super cute. I love using candles that are pretty as props. I also have these two little mini Christmas trees that I want to put on my windowsill. This Christmas tree, which is actually going to go in my bathroom. I have this little Merry Christmas sign. I also have this little box. Those are all the things I have to decorate. I am gonna take down all the fall stuff now and put it in this bin and get this bin out of here so I have room. And then we're gonna start decorating with all the holiday stuff. Such a wintry background now. I'm obsessed with how the office turned out. I love this little corner of being able to like film and stuff. I would like to change these shelves so that they're on the bottom so you can't see because it doesn't really look as cute, but it works for now. I changed my desk setup and, well, like the stuff on my desk, it made it Christmassy. I used some of the holiday mug rugs that I made in the past couple of days. I also Christmasified my shelf and obviously Christmasified this. I also have my holiday blanket on here and I just think that it looks so good and it just feels so much more cozy in here and I'm really excited and I just love the pink Christmas vibes. There's a couple things missing from the setup and there's some things that I want to add to it. I'm just not quite sure what yet. I didn't end up using one of the plants that I got from Michael, so I'm actually going to return it and then see if there's anything else that I would like to add. I think that there's some things missing in here. I would love to make a peppermint swirl rug for the floor. I currently have my flower rug that I made last Christmas, so I would like to make another one. Hopefully I'll bring my rug tufting frame home here because it's currently at my grandparents in the garage, and I'll bring it here and I'll try to make a peppermint swirl rug, so that'd be really fun. But I'm obsessed with how this all has turned out. Now I think I need a break from cleaning and I'm gonna sit down and go on my computer and start to track all my expenses for the month. Then we're gonna go over the breakdown for my expenses and my revenue percentages for October. Okay, so let's go over this month's expenses because It was a lot. There was so many things being bought from all different categories, and it's a little bit scary doing this. It keeps me kind of aware of where I'm spending my money for the business, but it's also not fun to see that I've spent so much money this month. But it's okay, because the more money I spend this month means less money I get to spend for the next 2 months. So we have supplies at 35%. That includes pretty much the majority of my Amazon purchases. A lot of my supplies like tools or felt or things like that I get from Amazon. Then new products at 22%. That is technically the punch needle kits are not a new product, but any like hoops and needles and things like that for the punch needle boxes, I categorize them as like a new product. Then we have fees at 13.8%. That includes any sort of unaccounted for fees. This one includes my PO box. I had to reopen a PO box with UPS because Canada Post closed mine without telling me. So I reopened a PO box and I think I paid for like 2 years. So that was a hefty amount. Then we have subscriptions at 6%. That includes my Adobe subscription, any subscriptions for my website, so my email marketing, any Patreon subscriptions that I'm subscribed to. Then we have market supplies at 6%. I bought a bunch of fun stuff for markets. Then we have fabric at 4.2%, marketing materials at 2.8%, digital files at 2.4%, and then yarn at 1%. I tried to categorize my purchases a little bit deeper than just supplies. So those are kind of the main categories that I buy things for. It's very difficult to separate by category because then I would be separating them into like 10,000 categories. So I try to keep it as broad as possible, but that's giving you a little bit of insight onto where my expenses are going for the month. And honestly, I was not happy with seeing the amount that I spent this month because it was literally kind of a little bit outrageous. The revenue streams for this month were pretty good. This was definitely a slower month for my business, and it was definitely reflected in my website sales. It was a slower month for the website. I didn't do any markets this month, and I also haven't been releasing any new products or anything. It's just been, I didn't do any sales. I haven't been promoting anything or posting any packaging of orders. So I definitely know why the sales are slow, and I am just experiencing a slow month in general, but that's okay because we are about to dive right into the holiday season. So I'm totally okay with that. However, fair wholesale, again, 42.2%. My wholesale is typically my biggest stream of revenue. I am trying to get the other ones to catch up, but it's been such a great thing for my business, and I have a video all about wholesale. I think I'm gonna do an updated one this holiday season so that it'll be a year since I made that last video, but I will make an updated one. But I also have a video on my streams of income in case you guys are interested in learning more about how I came to have all these streams of income and how you can also start working on that for your business. I do have that video and I will link it in the description and in the cards here. Then we have YouTube at 30% of my income, which is actually nuts. So cool how I get to make content. I love making content. It is probably the highlight of my business amongst all the other things that I say are the highlight, but I genuinely love making content and I love talking to you guys and making videos that you guys like to see. So it's really, really rewarding as a content creator slash entrepreneur that I can make content and get paid for the content that I make, and it's just so fun. So it's amazing to be doing something that I love to do as my job. Anywho, then we have Shopify at 20%, which is typical slower month type of vibe. Then we have Etsy at 4.8% and Patreon at 2%. So that's just a little bit of a breakdown. Again, it is a slower month for my business, and I definitely felt the reduction this month in terms of sales, but I'm not discouraged or anything. I know that businesses experience slow times. Typically my slow time is January, February, and March. So those months are going to be kind of difficult in terms of income wise, but it is beneficial for me for kind of getting a head start on things, and I have a better idea on how I want to schedule my launches next year and work on a bunch of new products that I want to bring. So those months are going to be crucial for me to kind of have that downtime to prep and plan, and you guys will obviously tag along with me. So fear not, because I'll talk more about that in the new year. Now we're getting to my favorite part of the reset video, Bookish Corner. So this is where I talk about my reads for the month, what I liked, what I didn't like, and I also go over my TBR for the coming month. So without further ado, let's just hop right into the books that I read this month. This month was a very successful reading month. I got so much reading done. I'm still reading 2 books at the moment. I like to start like 75 different books at a time. So I'm currently reading Nocticadia. Well, actually, I'm listening to Nocticadia on my phone. Obviously, you guys saw that in this video. I have 1 hour left, so I'm gonna speed through so that I can add this rating into this video. So I'll put the rating for Nocticadia on the screen here. Oh my god, guys, I'm almost done and I'm eating it up. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see the end or hear the end. And I'm just loving it. I'm also reading Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore on a physical book. I have it somewhere. I think it's in my car, to be honest. I brought it to my Pilates class so I could read in the car and then ended up listening to my book. I listened to Guild at the beginning of the month, and that one is by Raven Kennedy, I think. I listened to that on audiobook and I didn't really enjoy it. I think I talked more about it in another studio vlog, but I really did not enjoy listening to that book. The topics that were talked in that book, it just was not for me. I didn't know it was a dark fantasy, to be honest, but I just really did not enjoy listening to it. A lot of people have told me that it gets better and that the characters develop far more and the story progresses a lot more. So I really hope that it does, because otherwise I won't be finishing the series. But I have my hopes high for the rest of the books in the series, so we'll see about that. I rated that at 2.5 stars. Then I read A Talent for Murder, which is my book club pick for the month. I'm in a book club with a few other small business owners, and that was the choice for this month. It was a thriller, and I rated it at 2 stars. I really did not enjoy it. I honestly don't remember much about the book. I just know that when I finished it, I had very strong feelings of dislike for that book. I did not like it, and I don't think I would recommend it. And I have so much to chat about with book club when we have our meeting, because girl, I need to go back and flip through those pages because I need to remember why I don't like it. I just know that the storyline was just, I was lost and it made no sense, and I didn't like it. And then I read Reckless by Elsie Silver, which I rated at 4.25 stars. And oh my god, Winter and Rhett's story, they're so cute. Winter is so like the eldest daughter vibe, and like I relate to her so much with like her sentiments throughout the book. I love how Elsie Silver can make like a very smutty romance book but also make the characters so likable and realistic. I just love that about her writing. Then I read Metal Slinger, which was 5 stars. If you guys haven't heard me talk about Metal Slinger already, literally have you been watching my videos, because I talk about this book so much. I am obsessed. I actually read this because Emmy recommended it on one of her videos, and I ate up every second of this book. I read it on Kindle, and I'm gonna be buying the physical book so I can put it on my shelf. And I'm pretty sure this is an indie book, but it's by Rachel Schneider, and she's my queen. I love it, the plot twist, the ending. I need book 2 literally now. Then I read Phantasma by Kaylee Smith, and that was also 5 stars. I've been eating up fantasy this season. There's something about fantasies that have been gripping me by the neck this whole fall season, and I am obsessed. I loved Phantasma. I read it so fast on my Kindle. I've been loving reading on my Kindle, by the way. It's giving everything and then some. So anyway, that book was amazing. If you are interested in, it's kind of like a trials, and there's like 9 levels that you have to go through, and Ophelia is trying to like find her sister, and she meets this male phantom character, which, okay, didn't even think I could be obsessed with a phantom who literally isn't even a real person. But oh my god. Anyway, then I read The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden, and I rated that at 3.5 stars. It was just mid for me. I didn't love it and I didn't hate it. It was just meh. The plot twist at the end did get me. I did not expect that to be the ending, but throughout the entirety of the book, I just was kind of like, meh, is it gonna end? Like, I'm not interested in this, and it's not really thrilling, but the ending did get me. I did not expect that to be the ending. Then I read Daisy Hates the Great Undoing, and if you guys know, Magnolia Parks is one of my favorite series. I am loving this whole series. This is a 5-star read, and I think it's just a 5-star series in general because I've rated every book a 5-star. And I mean, I don't want to talk much about this because it is in the middle of a series, but I love it. I love Daisy's story. I love Magnolia's story. I love how different both of the stories are, and just seeing all of the people interact with each other, and just the found family of it all. And I love it. I eat up every second of it, and I don't care how dramatic and toxic these people are. I love it. Those are the books I read this month. Like I said, I'm still listening to Nocticadia, which I will finish before November 1st, and I'm reading Pumpkin Spice Cafe, which I hope to finish by tomorrow, but I don't know. We'll see. Now we'll go over my November TBR and I'll kind of just rapid fire this. I want to read A Novel Love Story, Red Queen, Zodiac Academy, the first book. I want to reread ACOTAR. I need to reread it. Okay, the whole series. But I'm going to start with ACOTAR this month. Then I want to annotate it and tab it. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Then I want to read A Crown of Gilded Bones, which is the third book in the Kingdom of Blood and From Blood and Ash series. Jesus, oh my god. Which is the third book in the From Blood and Ash series. Then I want to finish the Housemaid series and finish the last book, which is The Housemaid is Watching. Then I want to finish the Chestnut Spring series and read Hopeless. I know like it's kind of more like a summer cowboy romance vibe, but I really just want to finish the series because I have literally one book left, so I'm just going to finish it. Plus, I could read that in a day. Then I also want to read The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. I have that on my shelf. When I went to pick up the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, they had the Christmas version, and I don't really like Christmas books, to be honest. I like reading more books that have like essence of Christmas, so like fantasy books that are set in the winter. But I did pick that book up because I love the cover and I've seen people rave about it, so I want to pick it up. But I don't really read that many Christmas books. I tried to read The Christmas Fix last year and I couldn't even finish it because I was just like, no. My reading goal for November is 6 books, and that includes audiobooks and physical books or like Kindle books. I read 7 books this month, so I feel like we could get 6 books. I know that November is typically like my busy month. I guess it's the busiest out of the holiday season because in December I usually take 2 weeks off from the business and packing orders around Christmas time. So now I've been talking for 14 minutes straight, and I do want to get to a few other things in the office before we kind of wrap up this video. I'm gonna go through all the stuff in my sewing drawer because it's currently a disaster and I want to be able to clean it up a little bit and kind of reorganize it. Just finished cleaning off my desktop on my laptop. My desktop on my main computer actually wasn't that messy, so I didn't bother with that one today. But my laptop desktop has so many like screenshots and screen recordings and just like files upon files, so I cleaned that up. I even cleaned my downloads folder, which can get really messy because I'm just constantly downloading stuff and never clearing them out, which is definitely should be more of a monthly thing. So maybe we will add desktop cleanup to our monthly reset checklist. But it feels so good to have a clean laptop, and I'm not hoarding files and making the computer slower because I just bought this and I don't want to junk it up yet. And I also went ahead in Procreate on my iPad and went and made stacks, which are basically like folders and collections of things. So I started to add holiday bookmarks, holiday stickers, holiday patterns all into their own collections. That way I can find them easily. I'm going to be sending out the rep packages tomorrow, so I'm really excited to kind of get those printed and see what they look like. So yeah, I feel so amazing now that the office is clean. My financial budget has been done. I have all of the stats of this month and my goals are set for November. We have Christmasified my office and I just love it. I love this blanket. It's so cozy. I can't wait to light my candle and work, but I'm gonna do that after I have dinner and feed the cats. So this video is going to come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed this reset video, and if you did, please make sure to leave a like on this video and don't forget to subscribe so you can join the Queenie community and stay up to date with all the fun small business content that I post. And if you guys have any video recommendations that you would like to see in November or December, please do comment them down below because I love hearing your recommendations. It definitely helps me brainstorm and plan my content for the month. And I will see you all next week. Bye!